This program is funded in part by Baybell Restaurant in the Bayview Center Bait Shop in Bayview.
Rolling down Highway 95, sailing through a hometown countryside. Move on over, stand aside my cruise control and overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, or we might lose control tonight. Got the shape I love to squeeze, looks that bring me to my knees. So please, let it roll tonight.
Hi, everyone, and welcome once again to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week, where we are going to head out to Perkins Township and Firelands Health Stadium for an SBC Lake Division battle as a windy night prevails in Perkins Township. But here we are at Firelands Health Stadium as the Perkins Pirates, with a record of 5-0 on the season and ranked first in Division 4, Region 14. And they host the Clyde Flyers. Good battle coming up here. Clyde comes in with a record of 4-1 on the year, and they are ranked 7th in Division 4, Region 14. A lot of interesting storylines coming up here as you take a look at the nice memorial for the Coach Hauser track. Jim Hauser, teacher and coach at Perkins in track, and of course at one time a football coach as well. Back in the mid-70s when I first showed up around here, he was the football coach at Perkins High School. And a look up at the Hermes Parker concrete press box, where some media people will be dry. Tom Whaley? Nah, not so much. Beautiful panoramic look at the playing surface at Perkins with a big pirate flag adorning midfield. And this series between these two, I love this. Seats in the press box reserved for Stan Stewart and Dave Mailing, high up over the top of Firelands Health Stadium. Last three games in this series have all been won by Perkins. Last year, 31-7 over at Clyde. 2 years ago at Perkins, 24-13, as you look at Braxton Martin with that concussion helmet on. And in 2021 at Clyde, Braxton, I'm sure, is just happy to be out on that football field once again.
Beautiful weather, nice winds.
Hey, you can't control it, so you might as well embrace it. You know, crazy thing about this Perkins football team, for the most part, I mean, they're just great kids, but put them on the football field and they become all business. And really, that's what it's got to be.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, something like that. Braylon Collier getting set for action in this one. Before Perkins won the last three games of this series, Clyde won the previous six between 2015 and 2020. Well, the walking wounded are the ones that unfortunately don't get to be out there. Weston Sterzinger and also Anthony Wilkin, who sit and watch and just do their part to help out on the sidelines as much as possible. Look into the stands and you see the hair blowing in the breeze, the parkas blowing in the breeze. That's the kind of night it was.
Okay, carry on. Carry on.
Just get nervous when I'm on camera.
And there is no re-entry.
Look at the main gate at Firelands Health Stadium. Perkins coming in off of a 43-0 victory over the Bellevue Redmen. Behind the stadium, the Alex Tank Tetzloff Memorial Practice Field. Jalen Santoro right in the middle, the head coach of the Perkins Pirates in his 5th season as head coach at Perkins. And man, you know, it just goes without saying the job he's done in building this into a powerhouse at Perkins. And there's Ryan Carter. I mean, his story is just phenomenal in its own right. At one time, the head basketball coach was on the search committee for the new football coach, and they didn't really find what they were looking for, so he said, hey, Ryan, how about you? So he took that while he was still coaching basketball, and that didn't last long because that's a heavy load, to say the least. Homecoming night at Perkins. Collier, Bowles, and Sturzinger.
Oh! Lily!
I want no part of that camera because my hair is a mess.
Yeah, sorry. I can't be on that side. I don't have a
The Perkins Athletic Booster Club would like to
I have to be on my photogenic side. Yeah, I get it.
With your membership donation, you will not only be supporting the needs of all Perkins
Dana Rucci, the homecoming queen. Weston Sturzinger, the homecoming king. Royalty prevailing. And a big night at Perkins. Your fan of the week is coming up for Snow Trails Winter Resort. They, of course, are located in Mansfield, Ohio. These should be our Braveheart fans of the week. You take a look at the way the weather took form throughout the night, and man, you got to hang on to that umbrella. Gone like Mary Poppins. Your fans of the week brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. Obviously, that shot a little bit later on in the evening, but pregame, okay, a little bit of wind to contend with. Certainly would make things interesting when you talk about the running game and the kicking game.
Rescue Squad, please report to the back of the home stands.
Avery Baker with a great big smile for the camera. Little did she realize she was a headline attraction right there on the Game of the Week. I think that's a message to Clyde. And I tell you, this is actually kind of fun to watch. It's a take out of the movies when Perkins actually enters the field. Remember the Titans? A lot of teams got to remember the Pirates. And remember to stick around because kickoff is coming up next. The Perkins Pirates and the Clyde Flyers on the North Coast Game of the Week. There's your underlying theme of the night. Anything that is blowing in the wind is going to be featured on the Game of the Week tonight. And our first quarter coming up, brought to you by Hartung Title, supporting local athletics for generations all across the North Coast. And sponsored by the Old Fish House with knickknacks, snacks, and BS facts. Located in Huron, of course. Stop by for a good time at the Old Fish House. All right, last minute preparations. Clyde going to be getting the ball first. And Danny Buga, brand new kicker for the Perkins Pirates. Of course, Grant Hickman still hurt from soccer. Buga, brand new to the Perkins roster, and you see him already pinning Clyde back at the 20-yard line to start this drive. Now, Clyde will use two quarterbacks. This one is Brennan Wilson. He's a 6'1", 177-pound senior. And right there is your first dose of Dylan Crabtree. That's a loss of a yard on the play and would bring up a second down and 11. A look at Wilson looking downfield, then off into the flats. And Dylan Crabtree all over the receiver on the play, Cole Sangstock. A 1-yard loss on the play, and a high five from Reagan Kaufman, and it's second down and 11. We get a false start here against the Flyers, which would mark them back to second down and 16. And a little swing pass out near side to Cam Shortridge. Back to the line of scrimmage for third down and 16 as you look at the defense for the Pirates of Hayden Bellini. That was a nice grab, but all over it again for the Pirates. It's Morgan Olemaker. So Clyde, right off the bat on their first series, faced with fourth down and 10 on their 20. We take a moment to thank the following local businesses for their support of the Game of the Week. Matthews Ford, Leslie Murray Law, Fosco Cement, David F. Cook Funeral and Cremation Services, Diedrich Motors, Payne Nichols and Company, Good Time Lake Erie Island Cruises, UBS Financial Services, Crush Wine Bar, Dockside Cafe, Schlesman Seed Company, and Pier Pub. Now, Brennan Wilson will drop back, making it look like he's in a shotgun, but he would do this all night long. It's actually, for Clyde, a short punt formation. Not too friendly kicking into that wind either, as Perkins would start out at the Clyde 44, so really just a 24-yard punt. First play, what wind? Big toss downfield for Collier, just a little bit too far from quarterback Sam Schweinfurth. So it would be Isaac Bunce for 5 yards. And the Pirates facing third down and 5 on their own 39-yard line. Clyde's defense solid. They're tough to run against. That makes that much more impressive. Unfortunately, though, the Pirates going to get whistled for holding, which would bring it back. Coach Santoro like, hey, if we have replay, you might want to look at that again.
We have it.
We do have it, by golly, it's right in front of us. Not sure if the hold came in that frame or not. I didn't see it, but nice stop downfield by Wilson. It negates the Bunce first down carry and makes it third down and 13 for Perkins back on their 47. Ball intended for Bunce, incomplete, and now Perkins would have to kick it away. With Braylon Collier sending it down deep and into the end zone for a touchback that would mark Clyde out to their 20-yard line. Another false start for Clyde, and it makes it first down and 15 with the ball back on their 15-yard line. Jet sweep time for Cole Sangstock. Picks the 5 penalized yards back up once again. And this is our second look at the night of the Perkins defense. And that time, Joey Dietrich. Make it third down and 10. You see some early jumping by the Pirates in the middle of that line, and it's going to mark off 5. Make it third down and 5 out on the 25-yard line. Wilson, nice scramble right here as he cuts it to the outside and picks up the first down of the football game for either team. 7-yard gain on third down and 5. The thing that's impressive about Clyde This is in just about any sport. Very rarely do the Flyers ever beat themselves. If you want to beat Clyde, you better beat Clyde, period. You get a look at their second quarterback here, Jonathan Lance. Just kind of like a two-quarterback system, and when Lance is in the game, so is Wilson. He doesn't go out. Here, the pass actually completed for Sangstock, and it's a pickup of 19 yards to the Perkins 49-yard line. Who's got the football? It's Adam Young, bursting through the middle for 36 yards, all the way down to the Perkins 13-yard line. First down number 3 for the Flyers on this drive. Xander Burrows picks up 3 to the 10. Second down and 7. Lance stays at quarterback. You saw Wilson go right by the camera in motion, and they would throw Wilson's way, and the catch made, and Wilson forward for 4 down to the 6-yard line. And here, inside the 10, it's 3rd and 3. Look at this, Wilson all the way down to the 1-yard line, where the Pirates are now digging in against the Clyde offense on first down and goal. Brennan Wilson again out at quarterback, 6'1", 177-pound senior, wearing number 14. And you can see him burst right through the middle right there and into the end zone. And the first time this season in game number 6 at Perkins has allowed the first score of the ball game. Wilson just getting the narrowest of gaps to just squirt right through and into the end zone for the first 6 points of the game. That's a 10-play, 80-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock. Tyler Soper, the extra point conversion for the Flyers. And Clyde breaks out up on top 7-0 with 4:28 to go in the first quarter. You see it on the Civista Bank scoreboard. I guarantee you there would be more people in those stands if the weather weren't what it was that night. Bunce going to work on first down, picking up 11. Bunce for just a yard that time. This time you can see Isaac go out of the backfield in motion, and the toss comes to Braylon Collier for a short pickup of 3, and the Pirates face a 3rd down and 6. Isaac Bunce, first down and a few more. Boys, he got great balance along the sidelines. They marked him out at the 33-yard line after a 17-yard pickup. It's well known, the story of Isaac Bunce and how much he works out in the weight room during the off season, during the season, any season. But look at the strength, the absorbing this first hit and keeping his balance and staying in bounds. I'm here to tell you the official marked him out on the 33. He was not out on the 33. But either way, Bunce back to work for 4 down to the 29-yard line. And on a night like tonight, you knew number 18 was going to get the ball a lot, and this kind of stuff would happen. Down to the 11-yard line. Pickup of 18 yards for number 18 as we take another look for Matthews Ford. Don't underscore the job that Bellini and Sanchez are doing right there and sealing that side. And then even the wide receivers, Brady Ligando, Braylon Collier coming in to help seal that side. And a nice pickup by Bunce. An encroachment penalty against Clyde will move this ball a little forward to the 6-yard line. And that time Bunce caught with only a 1-yard pickup. I told you earlier that Clyde's defense, very tough to run against, but then again, Isaac Bunce is pretty tough to stop too, especially with the line he's got up front. That one just short of the goal line, but the Pirates pick up a first down and goal at the 1. And what Bunce started, he might as well finish off. He just kind of waltzes across the goal line for that 6-pointer and gets the Pirates to within a point of the tie. Again, Vinny Stroll, the center, on the right side of the line. Pirate line doing their job as well. Pretty impressive when you see, like, the tight end Tim Bowles putting his head right in the middle of the mix to make sure that Bunce has the room he needs to get into the end zone. And now Danny Buga for the extra point at the west end of the stadium with the wind and through. And the Pirates have tied the game at 7-7. 9 plays and 65 yards. And there's the weapon of Buga once again, putting Clyde at the 20. Took 3 minutes and 44 seconds off the clock to put that ball in the end zone. Clyde again starting from their 20. For the most part, Lance is the thrower. However, Brennan Wilson able to do it as well. That's Jackson Dashner. Wrestled down by Mikey Young out at the 36-yard line after a 16-yard pickup. And let's take another look here at Wilson. On the short connection to Dasher. Then Dashner with some yards after reception as well. Mikey Young with a nice job playing off his block. First down for the Flyers out at the 36-yard line. Young on the carry, Reagan Kaufman on the stop, and that'll wind us down to the end of the first quarter, where Clyde will be facing 2nd down and 9 from their own 37 when we come back and get set for the second quarter of action right here in Week 5 of TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. Stuff's blowing all over the place. Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, both located in Bayview, set to bring you tonight's second quarter. For the Clyde Flyers and Perkins Pirates, also sponsored by Champion Change, Leslie Murray and Marcus Harris for Erie County Commission. And now the fun begins. 7-7 tie between Perkins and Clyde as the second quarter gets underway, and a short pass off into the flats turned into a pretty nice carry by Shortridge. And Young on the carry for a yard to make it 2nd down and 9. Ball right now on the Perkins 46-yard line. Flyers showing some ability early in the football game to be able to move the ball. Lance over the head of the intended receiver Shortridge with a coverage downfield by Bryce Davey. And Jalen Santoro, the head coach of the Pirates, calling in signals. Third down and 9. The run by Young only picks up 4 to make it 4th and 5. And there's that short formation punt once again.
There we go.
Coming in just inside the 20-yard line at the 18. And the Pirates take the football over in a 7-7 tie. And look at bunts. Nothing up the middle. Plan B worked pretty well. 22 yards for bunts on first down. He's out to the 40-yard line. We'll take another look once again right here. The Clyde defense, good job of stopping things up the middle. Nothing there, so bunts just says, I'll go out here. Slips another tackle, and then has room to turn the corner. Finally forced out of bounds after a 22-yard pickup out to the 40. Steady diet of Isaac bunts so far in this drive. Picks up 6 right there. And why not? You got the hot hand, keep dealing it until they stop. 13 yards for bunts to pick up first down number 6 at this point for the Pirates. It's just, I think it's just so impressive about bunts. Hit him once, it's not enough. He steps through those tackles and makes multiple people come after him downfield. This ball is on the Clyde 41-yard line. How many times do you see running backs in the NFL and in college run the ball a couple of times and they've got to go out of the game? I've got to get a breather. Bunts knows no such action. Keep feeding me. It's time the Flyers scope it out on defense for no gain. It would be 3rd down and 4 on the Clyde 35-yard line. Look at that defensive open field play by Mason Flewelling. Loss of a couple, and now 4th down and 6 on the 37. And watch this. Bryce Davy to the house. Now, how you even hang on to the football when you're being thrown head over heels into the end zone is beyond me. But Bryce Davy is just a sophomore, 5'8", 150 pounds, and he is all athlete. Just play fake to bunts, and you can see Davy streaking through the picture right there and beating his man badly. Even had to wait for the ball just a little bit. Shortridge making the tackle, but Davy diving for the end zone at the same time. It's a great, great reception by Davy. Blake Parker there to congratulate him. 37-yard touchdown pass. Danny Buga for the extra point. Right down the middle, 14-7 on your Civista Bank scoreboard as the Pirates now grab their first lead of the game. Davy, all in a day's work. Seven plays and 82 yards on that drive that took 4 minutes and 1 second. This time Buga bangs it along the ground into the wind. And look at this return by Braden Olson. That's going to get the Flyers set up out on their 47-yard line. Brennan Wilson, more the dual threat kind of quarterback. Not this time, though. Reagan Kaufman makes sure of that. A 2-yard loss on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 12. You look into the eyes under that face mask. Keep running at me, guys. Just keep running at me. Don't think so. A 2nd down and 12. Faking a little razzle-dazzle, but still downfield on the defense, sophomore Caden Legando. Notice the other theme is developing here. It's not like Perkins is all senior veterans. That senior class is just a whale of a class, but there is good support down underneath as well. Special thanks going out to the following local businesses for their support. Lance, or the passing type quarterback. Stop made by Bryce Davey, but not before a first down. On 3rd and 12, they picked up 12 to the Pirate 43. Six yards on first down for Sangstock. Wow, that was a pretty good throw. And in the end zone, it was Brennan Wilson who just couldn't come up with it over that back shoulder. Thanks to the following businesses for their support in the North Coast Game of the Week: Holler Sheet Metal, Jim's Pizza Box, O Supplies, Luco, Pizza House West, Sandusky Steel and Supplies, Gnome's Podiatric Medicine, Steinemann Hafner Insurance Services, Brady Signs, Cook Aluminum, and Wendy's. There's Lance again, deep downfield, but that wind really carrying the football. Joey Dietrich pleading with the official. No flag, but they got a defensive hold, which would make it 3rd down and 6. So that actually gave them a first down at the 29. So 2nd down and 10, a little inside pass completed to Jackson Dashner for 6. 3rd down and 4 at the Pirate 23. Adam Young for 5, another first down on the Perkins 18-yard line. Time becoming a factor. The Flyers now on the 11th play of this drive, winding down toward halftime at Firelands Health Stadium. Wilson carries for a couple to make it 3rd down and 5 on the 13-yard line. Now, would you believe a 4th down and 3, and look at that Perkins defense swarming to the football. They needed 4 though, or needed 3 and picked up 4. And the Flyers are 1st and goal at the 7. Keep an eye on this one. Here it comes. There it goes. Braylon Collier. You want to talk about a fabulous athletic play? The official rules interception. And again, in high school ball with no advantage of replay anywhere except here. No reviewing that thing. Braylon Collier comes up with a diving interception to turn the Flyers away on the 4-yard line with just 21 seconds to go before halftime. Officials taking a moment to make their final decision, but after Schweinfurth takes a knee, we go to halftime with Perkins leading Clyde 14-7 on the North Coast Game of the Week. Third quarter is up next, and it is brought to you by Civista Bank. They're focused on you. And the fun that is high school football on a rainy Friday night. You look at the student section, those that showed up, though, they don't care. We are here to root the Pirates on. Perkins getting the ball first in the second half. And that's going to go out of bounds, meaning the Pirates get the option of taking it at their 40-yard line, and that's what they're going to do. Great defense to start things out. A 1-yard loss to Isaac Bunce. 2nd down and 11 on their 39. And then Braylon Collier. I think that's easy, folks. Try it at home sometime with a defender, Dawson Brimmer, draped all over you. pulling that ball down while in midair and falling to your back and keeping the ball under control. Most people would agree this kind of stuff takes special talent. The kind of talent that Michigan State University sees in this young man. Braylon Collier for 44 yards down to the 27-yard line. Sam Schweinfurth putting the ball right on the button. 2-yard loss to Bunce for second down and 12 at the 29. Bunce ridden out of bounds after a 6-yard gain to make it fourth down and 6 on the 23-yard line. Strings out, fourth down. There's Isaac Bunce, and Schweinfurth put it right on the button. Beautifully executed high school football play. Keep on feeding the beast right here as Bunce gets one through the air now, in addition to the one he scored on the ground earlier. And watch Schweinfurth actually fake to Bunce and then roll away from Bunce, turn back to him, and put it right on the money. Over the shoulder grab into the end zone for another 6, and the Pirates stretch their lead to 20-7. Kenny Buga for the extra point. 6 plays and 60 yards. Took the Pirates only 1:51 to put that drive together to start the second half. You can hear the student section behind Tom down on the sidelines yelling "boo" as he puts that football into the end zone again, and Clyde would start on their 20. Quarterback draw right here for Wilson, and he'll carry out to the 31-yard line. Dylan Crabtree knocks that play for a 3-yard loss. You see the Perkins Pirates defense digging in. Shortridge, the motion man, and he takes that little forward lateral. In Crabtree, it's almost like he was in the offensive huddle and knew it was coming, knew what to look for. Wilson carrying on second down and 13, picks up just a yard to make it a third down and 12 on the 29. And again, just like in the first half, Clyde facing that wind here in the third quarter, making punting the ball that much more difficult, but that's what they're going to be forced to do right here on 4th and 12. So Perkins starts on their 36, and Isaac Bunce back to work once again. Got time for just a couple.
Isaac Bunce, the ball carrier wrapped up by number 31, Hector Garza.
A third down and 4. Bunce getting a lot of work in this one.
Isaac Bunce, the ball carrier, wrapped up by...
A spin move by Collier to pick up a couple.
Pass complete to number 1, Braylon Collier.
At the Clyde 43-yard line.
Brought down by number...
Nothing for bunts. A second down and 10. Personal foul call against the Pirates drives them back. Here trying to cover a punt down deep. Can't quite get to it before it rolls into the end zone. And 3.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Clyde back on offense from their own 20. Oof. Could hear the hit in the middle of the line. Dylan Crabtree, Reagan Kaufman. Take another look once again right here at the ball carrier, Burrows. Smack. He is just sandwiched like an Oreo cookie between Reagan and Crabtree. The second down and 8 with the Flyers on their own 22. Young looking for room, and he's just not finding it. On third down, sometimes these people have no understanding of what camera work is all about. Punting situation for the Flyers once again into that wind, down by Brady Olson on the Clyde 42-yard line. So again, Perkins is in great field position. Bunts will carry for 4. Boy, watch this. You saw Collier in motion, just barely got possession of the football and still throws the strike downfield to Brady Legando. That's like one of those plays. Remember when you were a kid, you're in the backyard, you draw things up in the sand? It's kind of like what this play reminds me of right here when you watch Collier. Jalen Santoro kind of like that. Hey, that was cool. Let's do that again sometime. There's Collier. You go in motion around me and then get out of here, and I'll throw the ball right back to you. And then look for 10 downfield. Hard time controlling the football, and with pressure all over him, he takes a hit, gets it off, and there's Legando with a great off-balance catch downfield and protecting that football to make sure it doesn't hit the ground. First down and goal at the 7. Bunts will take it forward with an extra effort down to the 5-yard line, and you'll see how this drive turns out when we come back for the beginning of quarter number 4 with the Pirates leading it 21-7. Our fourth quarter being brought to you by Civista Bank. They are focused on you. And Champion Change, it's Leslie Murray and Marcus Harris for Erie County Commission.
Aspen trees.
Little background commentary as well. You got to love it. Your North Coast Moment is being brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio. And you saw all the wind and all of the other shots. Why not heading down to the bay? And look how angry that bay looks. And if you can imagine Sandusky Bay looking like that, imagine what it would be like out on the lake per se. Yeah, some rather testy winds last week that all led into a rather feisty night weather-wise at the ball yard on Friday night. That is a classic fall North Coast moment, and it's brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio. We start the fourth quarter with Isaac Bunce Carrying that football down around the 2, where it would be 3rd down and goal for the Pirates. Pirates would be flagged for holding right here, which would bring that ball back out to the 12-yard line and make it 3rd down and goal from there. Schweinfurth unable to get the completion, trying to hit Isaac Bunce, so it would be 4th down and goal at the 12, and a 30-yard field goal attempt for Danny Buga. We get a timeout called at the 11:02 mark. Thanks to the following local businesses for your support of the North Coast Game of the Week: Hermes Parker Concrete, Snow Trails, Savista Bank, Matthews Ford, Cameo Pizza, Daly's Pub, Landmark Kitchen and Bar, Shorehouse Tavern, S&H Blinds and Floors, and Loris Printing. The officials heading back to the goal post just as fast as he can go to check out this field goal attempt. It's through, as you could hear the official say, but we got a whistle. The encroachment call makes it 4th and goal at the 7, now a 25-yard field goal. And that one heads off to the right and no good. So Clyde would get it back on their own 20-yard line. That's a very familiar spot. And look at Reagan Kaufman slam the door. And you talk about a business-like player. Kaufman, he makes a play like this. Now, if this would have been a defensive player in the NFL, he'd have been jumping and hopping and screaming all over the place. And watch Kaufman. Makes the tackle, makes sure of it, and looks up like, all right, what do you want me to do next? Well, that one made a pretty easy call. Caden Legando with a pass interference, but it's better than getting beat deep. So now this would be 1st down and 10 for the Flyers on their 36. Wilson scrambling all over the place. And a little bit too anxious that time was Reagan Kaufman, and they say that's going to be a personal foul against number 56. Jalen Santoro, I'll tell you what, he is going to bat for his players, and he always will. Here's Wilson after the pass. Little reminder for good measure, but it gets penalized 15. And now it's a 1st and 10 on the Perkins 49-yard line. And the weather not getting any better for that short passing game. It's a good one. Completion for Price Carter for 13 yards. And Wilson carries for yard to make it 2nd down and 9 at the 35. Jackson Dashner that time for 10 down to the 25-yard line, and the Clyde Flyers on the march again. Four-yard pickup. That one for Burrows. Burrows from the right halfback spot with a handoff from Lance this time. Morgan Olemaker on top, and underneath is Dylan Grant. Good coverage downfield by Joey Dietrich to make it 3rd and 6 on the 21-yard line. Flyers trail at this point, 21-7. And a timeout with just under 9 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Timeout again to thank some businesses for supporting us here at the North Coast Game of the Week. J Bistro downtown, Gardner Strayer Insurance Group, Snow Trails, Summit Motorsports Park, Loris Printing, Pizza Brothers, Kaufman and Associates Company, LPA, Baybell Restaurant, and O.E. Meyer Company. Lance again on the run, tipped and incomplete. Shortridge couldn't hang on after the deflection. Reagan Kaufman. Need we say more? This kid has had a heck of a game on defense. And the story just continues to unfold. That coming on 4th down and 6, and it turns the ball back over to Perkins with 8:38 left to play. Let's look once again. This is one where Wilson actually looks like, hey, look at this. I got a whole big area to run through. And he didn't see Kaufman playing off his block and then making the very certain stop well shy of a first down. So Perkins would take over on their own 19-yard line thanks to the defensive play of Kaufman. Talking about reading a play right there is Xander Burrows dumping Schweinfurth for a 6-yard loss. Flyers don't go away. They're just not the kind of football team that's built like that. On 2nd and 16, 4 yards for Bunce to make it a 3rd down and 12. After the play fake to Bunce, Schweinfurth looking and dealing. Blake Parker, 32 yards out to the 49-yard line. Parker, a junior at 6'2", 165. Schweinfurth just does a really nice job of keeping this play alive. There's the fake to Bunce. No one to throw to. Finally, it looks the other way, and there's Parker. Beating Olsen on the pattern for a 32-yard pickup. Nicely done, and it is Perkins' ball, first down on their 49. And at 4 yards down to the Clyde 47 for Bunce.
Stay in bounds. He did.
You can hear all the screaming on the sidelines. Hey, come on. Stop at the whistle. Very unusual to hear screaming at the ref, but yeah, it does happen once in a while. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard. 21-7, Pirates holding the lead over the Clyde Flyers in what many people dubbed as the championship game of the SBC Lake Division. And here it is, the conference opener on homecoming night at Perkins. Play fake one way, and Schweinfurth finds Bowles the other way. "23 yards down to the 14-yard line. Bowles working himself in the clear, goes to a knee to make sure that reception is made down deep in Clyde territory.
There you go.
Bunce trying to stay on his feet, squirming for yardage. Third down, bunts to the corner. Bunts is in.
The ball carrier takes it in for a Pirate touchdown. There's a penalty flag on the play.
But you just heard Greg Wessels in the background. PA announcer saying a flag, but that doesn't make any difference for Isaac Bunts. It just makes it a little longer. He's got to run for his third touchdown of the contest. And a 27-7 Pirate lead now with 1:06 left to go. You talk about a drive that is done exactly right at the right time of the ball game. They get the ball with 8:38 to go, hold on to it for 11 plays, drive the field in 81 yards, and soaked up 7 minutes and 32 seconds off the clock. Sorry, I didn't mean that soaked up literally, but that's kind of what they did. Extra point.
There we go.
Buga stays perfect, and your Civista Bank scoreboard increases to 28-7. There is a personal foul on the extra point, so the kickoff came from the 25-yard line, and Clyde gets the ball on the Perkins 49, with Wilson looking upstairs and then just throwing the ball away. But there was a receiver within 86 yards of the ball, so in high school, that's not a penalty. It's Adam Young carrying for 10. And then Jackson Dashner. 10-yard reception down to the 29. Humble moves them back to third down and 18, and they're just going to say the heck with it now. Let's not even snap it anymore, because the victory is insured for the Pirates, and they take control of the SBC Lake Division in the conference opener on homecoming night at Perkins. 28-7 for the Pirates, who now up their record to 6-0 on the year. The date with the Edison Chargers coming up next, and Edison comes into the ball game at 6-0 as well. Does anybody even know it's raining at this point? It's the sweet smell of victory on Campbell Street. Well, the Pirates do it again, and the machine rolls on at Firelands Health Stadium. There's a happy bunch of Pirates coming off the locker room. Joey Ziegler leading the way, and look at this thing go. It's a nice time to pack it up and head on home. Next week, the Pirates and Edison Chargers, a battle of the unbeatens on the North Coast Game of the Week. We will see you then.